Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Okay, I got the volume turned down. I think you guys can see that pretty good. If you can't, let me know. And we can adjust. But here is what we're going to make. We are going to make this little box of love at Christmas. This little star ornament right here. I'm super excited to share that with you. I thought it was cute. I put it on my Facebook page and everybody seemed to like it, so that's why I'm going to show you how to make it. Where's my doilies? Doilies? I swear sometimes I'm losing my mind. Okay. So we are going to start with a star, of course. These are the stitched stars. This is the whole shebang. Lots and lots of dies. Lots and lots of dies. So they're all very nice. So we are going to use the largest die to make the outside. So, or the base. So this is the base. That's what we're going to start with. We're also going to cut the largest die out of the window sheet. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. Window sheet. And we're going to cut another one out. You're going to put adhesive sheets on the back of the crumb cake. And you are going to cut out, you can lay these together, the largest die and the third largest star. And you're going to make this shape right here. So the first thing we're going to do is layer this onto the window sheet. So we're going to take the adhesive off the back of here. And we are going to make this sticky. And it is super sticky. These adhesive sheets are out of this world sticky. But they're super cool. Anybody watching with me? Tell me who you are. Let's see. I just had my team meeting today. My ladies showed up. We made some beautiful cards. I always give them an example and then they always make them prettier than mine. So, you know, that's what you get when you have a whole bunch of talented ladies on your team. Okay, so now we're going to do our very best to line this up. We're going to put it on a silicone craft sheet. Hi, Jane. And so we're going to lay this, we're going to just layer this right on top of it. And it's sticky, so it should just be fine. We're just going to lay it down right on top. And it's a window sheet, so if a little bit sticks off the edge, can't really tell because it's clear. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take adhesive strips, foam adhesive strips, and we're going to go all the way around this star on the outside to pop this star up so the sequins have a place to go. Hey, Dorothy Thomas! How's everything in Perry, Georgia? I haven't seen your face in a long time. So, we'll just try to do it so it doesn't show. It doesn't have to be real pretty on the back. It does have to be so it'll hold the sequins. So you don't want to leave a big, huge gap, because then your sequins will all fly out, and that wouldn't be good at all. So we use the largest star and the third largest star to give us enough room here to put these foam strips. If you use the second largest star, it'll cut out, but it's so thin, there's no room for the foam strip. It shows. Get all the way around this little guy. And so I went to Perry to vote. Hope everybody's gone and voted. If you haven't, you still have time. Early voting is still going on, I'm sure, wherever you are. And the lady at the polling place, after I got all the way through all the different lines into the inside, she looked at me and she said, "Rubber stamp." And I'm like, "Rubber stamp?" I said, "Did I miss a step? Was I supposed to get a rubber stamp someplace?" She said, "You're the rubber stamp lady." I said, "I'm the rubber stamp lady. Who knew?" She said she went to one of my classes. Of course, she had a mask on. I couldn't see her face. So I'm like, "Oh, goodness." I said, "You need to come back." Because she said she hadn't been in a while. So I told her she needs to come back to one of my classes. Love to see everybody's face at one of my classes. Okay. So that's, I know it doesn't look pretty from here. But all your adhesive sheets are, and you can't see it from this side, right? It's all pretty. So we're going to take the adhesive off of all of these little guys. Oh, wait. Before we do that, I always forget to do this. Because it is a shaker card, or a shaker ornament, we are going to pretend we're going to get the static out. So we're going to use the embossing buddy, which we don't sell anymore. So you can get one. I don't know where you can get one. Hobby Lobby. I don't know where you can get one. I wish we sold this thing. So we're going to get the static off of the window sheet. Otherwise your sequins all cling to it. Which might be a good effect, but it's not the effect that I'm going for. So, alright. So now we're going to lift off the backing off of the adhesives. Then we'll fill our shaker. I'm sure I'm missing a step. Am I missing a step? Oh, I need to make the hanger. Don't let me forget to make the little hanger. We're just going to tie linen thread in a knot and stick it on the inside where you can't see it. Very good. Hi, Jenny. How are you today? Hope everything is good where you are. I think it's about to rain here in central Georgia. It got really cloudy before the sun went down, so I don't know. We'll see. Hope it doesn't rain out church. We're having church outside. Of course, that's not till tomorrow morning, so hopefully it'll be okay. Church in the parking lot. Who knew? Who knew that that would be a thing in 2020? Okay. So we're going to take the linen thread and we're just going to tie a knot in it. Just gonna tie a knot. Now, I cut off this end and I stuck it in between. See this? Let me get it up here closer. I stuck it in between here so that you won't be able to see it from the other side because you can't see it. So there's our hanger. Now, these are our, say that fast, sequins for everything. So there's lots of different colors. We are going to use the red and the green and the gold because I couldn't make up my mind. So I figured I'd use them all. So red and green. I said that backwards, but y'all know what I mean. And gold. And I always kind of overdo it with sequins because I like a lot of sequins. So we'll put a few more green ones. Yep, it's raining. Hi, Anita. And we'll put a few red ones. Okay. Now, I don't know what that is hanging out there. Okay, so now we're going to take the back of the star and we are going to lay it down and stick it carefully. Line it up. Give it a good squish so none of the shaker bits fall out. Now these didn't fall out, I just didn't get them in. So, okay, we'll put them back in the box. Okay, ready? Ta-da! There's the shaker ornament. Hi, Rhonda Devlin. So, the next thing I did after I put the lid on these so they don't go flying everywhere, because nobody needs sequins all over everything, is I took the doilies, these square vellum doilies. This is what they look like, square vellum doilies. And you get a package of 24 of them. That's a bunch. So I'm going to use 1 1/4 of these guys. Okay, so we're just going to cut them into squares. And we are going to add it right there. We do have to trim the edges off. I forgot about that. So you just kind of trim it. Nobody's going to see this. Not really any rhyme or reason. It's just too fat. How are you today, Anita? Rhonda Devlin is watching. She was just at my house for tribe time. I love tribe time. I love having my team together. My team is awesome. I love them to bits. Bits and pieces. I love them. Okay. There we go. So now we're going to put one of these. This craft mat, watch how great this craft mat is. I think this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to use Stampin' Seal. And we're going to make the back of this sticky, kind of. And then we're just going to stick these to it. But because it's on the silicone craft mat, as soon as I put it down, I can still pick it back up. Hi, Michelle. So there's one. I'm trying to get it lined up without getting my head in there. There's 2. I'm kind of trying to line that middle corner up. There's 3. Rhonda Devlin, who is watching, is one of my rock star recruiters. She recruited 3 people this year. Woohoo! She got a prize for me. For recruiting. Okay. And then we have to cover the sticky back up. So we have another star that we're just going to lay over the top. Oh, look, it's got adhesive on the back. Look at that. Rainy day in North Georgia. It just started to rain here, Anita. Have I told you how amazing the adhesive sheets are? And now I have a star sticker. So then this is going to go, if I can get it off my finger. We're going to cover up the back of it. And it's just going to be as pretty on the back as it is on the front after that. Look at that. Can't even tell it's the back. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so now we are going to stamp the sentiment. And the sentiment is from Itty Bitty Christmas. If you need one Christmas stamp set, this is it. It's awesome. We're going to use Cherry Cobbler ink. I'm going to stamp it on a scrap here. And then I'm going to fussy cut it out. I'm pretty sure most of you have heard that term before, but fussy cutting just means cut with scissors. It means there's no dye. we get spoiled with dyes. But sometimes we can make things just as pretty without the dye. And just cut them out with our scissors. Thanks, Anita. So here we go. Now, one of the things that I did on the original one, and I'll go ahead and do it now, on this one is I distressed it a little bit. And made it just a little bit antique-y looking. Because if you can see, here's the original and here's the one I have now. So we're going to antique it a little bit. So we're going to use a sponge and some crumb cake ink. And we're just going to distress it a little bit to make it look antique-y. If you like that sort of look. If you don't have to. Hey, Beth. How are you today? I think I'm going to make these for all of my grandchildren. And if I'm going to figure out a way to put their names on them. I have, how many grandchildren do I have? I have 5. How many do I have? My son has 3. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. My son has 3. My daughter has 1 and is pregnant. So I will have, at Christmas, I will have 5. So I'll need to make at least 5 ornaments. And then I'll need to make one for my mom. So, you know, I could be making a lot of Christmas ornaments. But anyway, I think they're cute. So I'm going to make a bow for the top. And so linen thread is one of my most favorite things ever. Rhonda can tell you we used it 16 times today in tribe time. So I have a little bit of the gold that is from the Forever Fern, I think. I think that's what it's from. So here's how I tie a bow. This is how Sandra ties a bow. This is not how you need to tie a bow, but this is how I do it every time. You take whatever you're going to tie a bow, and you wrap it around your 2 little fingers, and you make 2 little loops. And I'm going to cut this a little short, so it's going to be a little hard. And then you tie your loops together. And that is all. That is as easy. I know I made that look easy, but it really is. When you've made as many bows as I have, and then you can adjust it to make it whatever size you want. And then we're going to stick it right there. So we'll trim these to make them the same size. I'm going to get a glue dot. Glue dots also come in handy. I like all things adhesive. Glue dot, I'm going to fold it a little bit just so it doesn't poke out. Stick it right there. Put my bow on top. I'm going to distress this a little bit. Hey, Paulette. Thank you, Paulette. I'm going to distress this piece a little bit to make it match the other one. Then I'm going to get some dimensionals. Again, I like all things sticky. This will work. This is from our foam sheets, but it'll work. And I'm going to pop this up a little bit and stick it on the front of my ornament. And then in the bottom corner, I think I'm going to add a star because I did on the first one. And you know, it worked. So you can catch these or not catch them or do whatever you want with it. However you want to lay this down on there. Did I get, yeah, it is sticky. All right, so grab, okay, there you go. So that's gonna go down there. And then I have some extra stars that are already cut out. Let's see if I can get the adhesive off the back of this one. And we'll add this star to the corner. Ta-da. Hi, Vicky. So we're just going to add this right down here just for a little bit of something. So there you go. There's our shaker ornament that we just made. Here's the original one that I had made, and here's the new one. So there you go. How about that? And now y'all know how to do it. Y'all can do it. And show me. Somebody said they were going to make one out of foil, and wouldn't that be pretty? Like a silver foil. You could make it out of any one of the brushed metallic. You could make it out of red. You could make it out of the gold metallic paper that we have. Oh my goodness. They would all just be so pretty. So, what do you think I should do for the kids? Should I make them all the same, or should I make them different? Oh my goodness. Because, how old are they? One of them's going to be an infant. One of them is 9. 2 of them are 9. One of them is probably 10, and the other one is 12. So gosh, do they all get the same one? Do they all get different ones? I need to figure out how to put their names on them. I think our letters are too big to put the names on the back. Maybe I can get somebody to cut them out with a Cricut or something and put their names on the back. Thanks, Anita. So there you go. There's our little tutorial for today. Tomorrow, what am I going to show you tomorrow? I'm going to do another one tomorrow. Another video tomorrow. I don't know. I'll come up with something. Check it out. I don't know. Maybe I can show you guys how to do this one. So, I don't know what their favorite colors are, Anita. They live in New Mexico. I'll ask. So we'll make this card tomorrow. On, yeah, maybe I'll get their mamas to tell me what their favorite colors are, and I can see if I can make them. But I don't know. They want them to be Christmassy, don't they? I don't know. Anyway, so we'll make this card tomorrow, and we just made it in our tribe time, so I'm all practiced up. Okay, we're gonna use the Stamparatus, and we're gonna do the hinge step. So if you haven't seen that, I'll show you that. Okay. So that's all I got for now. I will see you guys tomorrow